Eighth question. Please see here. Again, method 1, method 2. After 2-3 problems, we'll eliminate method 1 first, because by now you might have understood that method 2 is the best method to solve for most of the problems. See here. Eighth one. A man is 24 years older than his son. First of all, there are two people. One is the man, the other is the son. I'll call them as M and N. So any person will have present situation, past situation, and also the future situation. Right? A man is 24 years older than his son. If I call the present ages of man and son as X and Y, man is X is 24 years older than his son. 24 years older than his son. This is the first equation. This is the first equation that can be formed. What is the second statement? After 2 years. After 2 years, they both will become X plus 2 and Y plus 2 respectively. Right? Man and son will become X plus 2 and Y plus 2 respectively. After 2 years, his age will be, that means X plus 2 will be equal to twice the age of his son. Twice the age of his son. Son is nothing but Y plus 2. If I simplify this, it is X plus 2 is equal to 2y plus 4. 2y plus 4. But what is X value? X is nothing but Y plus 24. Y plus 24 plus 2 is equal to 2y plus 4. If I simplify this, y plus 26 is equal to 2y plus 4. You will get y value 22. But what is asked in the question? The present age of son. Present age of son is nothing but y itself. That means we already got the answer. Y is 22. Answer is 22 years. Right? This is by using method 1. Method 1 is by using variables X and Y. Right? Please here. Method 2. Method 2. Method 2. Let us solve by using method 2 by using answer option. Listen to this carefully. Method 2. What is the main question? The present age of son is how much? They are asking what is the present age of son. That means answer option also represents the present age of son. Right? Answer option also represents the present age of son. If you observe, first option, let me take the first option itself. First option is 14 years. Son is 14 years. Man is 24 years older than his son. So if son is 14, man will be 24 more. So man will be 14 plus 24. Man will be 38. Right? Son is 14 years. Man is 38 years. That is the first statement. After 2 years, they will become 16 and 40. They will become 16 and 40. His age will be twice the age of his son. Is 40 and 60 twice of each other? No, they are not twice of each other. Therefore, first option is eliminated. Similarly, if I go with second option, 18 years is the age of son. Man is 18 plus 24, 42. After 2 years, they will become 20 and 44. 44 and 20, they are not twice of each other. Ruled out. Third option, 20 years is the age of son. Present age of son is 20. That means man will be 44 years. 20 plus 24, 44 years. After 2 years, they will be 22 and 46. Or it is 46 and 22. 46 and 22. Are they twice of each other? No, they are not twice of each other. Ruled out. Out of 3 options, out of 4 options, 3 options are incorrect. What is the only option left? 22 years. If you want to check it out. Present age of son is 22 years. If son is 22 years, man is 24 years older than son. That means man will be 46 years. After 2 years, they will be 24 and 48. 24 and 48. 48 and 24. Are they twice of each other? Yes, they are twice of each other. Therefore, our option of 22 years is correct. Understanding? If you observe, what is the answer? Answer is 22 years. 22 years is the last option. Even though 22 years is the last option and it is the correct option, first option you take 14 years. Adding the 24 to 14, it becomes 38. It is 1 second. Then adding 2 for it and checking whether they are twice of each other. 1 more second. It becomes. So you took it as 14 years initially. If you take it as 14 years, adding 24, it hardly takes 1 second. 24 plus 14 is 38. After 2 years, his age will be twice the age of his son. That means you need to add 2 again and you need to check whether they are twice of each other. How many seconds? Maximum 2 seconds. With first option, you will hardly take 2 or 3 seconds. Second option, 2 or 3 seconds. Third option, 2 or 3 seconds. You need not check with the fourth option because out of 4 options, if 3 are incorrect, fourth will be definitely correct. That means you need to solve this question. In fact, you can solve this question by maximum 10 seconds by answer option. That is by method 2. But if you use this method, solving the equation, solving one more equation, in fact solving one more equation and then substituting one in the other, simplifying, it will take definitely more than 10 seconds. That is the reason I told you Method 2 is the effective method compared to method 1 in most of the problem. Only in some problem method 1 was bit easier because there were too many fittings in the question. Clear with the approach rate? Please write down. I think I am not writing method 2 here for some questions. I am explaining my answer option. I hope everybody is understanding that. Right? Method 1. See here. 1 year ago, Sneha was 4 times as old as her daughter Neha. There are two people, Sneha and Neha. So if I take present, past, and future. So let me call the present ages of Sneha and Neha as x and y. It is x and y. 1 year ago they will be x minus 1 and y minus 1. 1 year ago, Sneha was, that means x minus 1 was equal to 4 times as old as her daughter Neha. 4 into y minus 1. 4 times of y minus 1. This is my first equation. If I expand it, x minus y is equal to 1 is equal to 4y minus 4. So x is equal to x minus 4y is equal to minus 3. This is my first equation. Similarly, second equation. 6 years hence. 6 years hence means there will be x plus 6 and y plus 6. 6 years hence. Sneha's age will exceed her daughter's age by 9 years. Sneha's age, x plus 6, will exceed her daughter's age, y plus 6. By how many years? By 9 years. So if I simplify, 6 will cancel. It is x minus y is equal to 9. X minus y is equal to 9. This is my second simultaneous equation. What is the question? The ratio of present ages of Sneha and Neha is. Sneha and Neha present ages are x and y. The ratio they are asking. They are asking the ratio of x by y. There are two simultaneous equations in x and y. When you solve those two simultaneous equations, you will get the value of x. You will get the value of y. You will get the values of x and y as 13 and 4. If you want just try to solve these two equations, I am sure that everyone knows how to solve simultaneous equations. Let us not waste our time by solving these equations in exam also, right? It is 13 and 4. So answer should be 13 by 4. Or they are asking the ratio. Ratio is nothing but 13 into 4. Answer for this question is 13 into 4. That is your method. Right? Clear with the approach? Method 2. Please clear. Method 2. Again, you need not use your pen also. You can directly answer without using pen. Method 2. See here. 1 year ago, first of all, what is the main question? The ratio of present ages of Sneha and Neha is. Answer option represents the present ages of Neha and Neha in ratio format. Suppose if I pick my first option, 9 into 2. 1 year ago, Sneha was 4 times as old as her daughter Neha. Sneha is 9 years according to the option which is assumed. Sneha is 9 years. Neha is 2 years. 9 into 2 may not be 9 and 2 years. It can be 18 and 4 also. But just we are checking whether it is a possibility or not. Let us take it as 9 and 2 itself. 1 year ago means they will be 8 and 1. Presently they are 9 years and 2 years. 1 year ago they will be 8 years and 1 year. Right? Sneha was 4 times as old as her daughter Neha. Is 8 4 times of 1? No, 8 is 8 times of 1, right? That means 8 is not equal to 1. It is not 4 times of 1, right? Because it is not satisfying the first statement itself, that option is eliminated. Similarly, if I choose my second option, the ratio of present ages of Neha and Neha is 11 into 13. I will assume that Neha is 11 years, Neha is 3 years. Sorry, 11 into 3 is the option. Neha is 11 years, Neha is 3 years. Presently 11 and 3. 1 year ago they were 10 and 2. Is Sneha 4 times as old as Neha? No. 10 and 2 are 5 times of each other. They are 5 times of each other. Second option ruled out. Third option. Presently 12 and 5. Ratio is 12 into 5 given. Third option presently 12 and 5. 1 year ago it was 11 and 4. Is 11 and 4 times of each other? No. Ruled out. Last option. Out of 4, 3 are incorrect. Only option is 13 into 4. You can mark and go ahead. Or if you want to check it, please check it. Presently 13 and 4. 1 year ago they will be 12 and 3. Is 12 4 times of 3? Yes, 12 is 4 times of 3. That means it is satisfying the first statement. Let us check whether it will satisfy the second statement or not. That 6 years hence, Sneha's age will exceed her daughter's age by 9 years. Presently they are 13 and 4. 6 years hence means add 6. It will become 19 and 10. It will become 19 and 10. Sneha is 19 after 6 years. Neha is 10 after 6 years. Sneha's age will exceed her daughter's age by 9 years. Is 19 9 more than 10? Yes, it is exceeding 9 more than 10. Right? That means both the statements are validated by using option 4. Therefore, option 4 is the correct option. Again, if you observe, the correct option is the fourth option. Even though the correct option is the fourth option, even if you start from the first option also, it will hardly take 10 to 15 seconds. But in this, solving simultaneous equation itself will take more time. Understanding, right? It is always better not to use variable methods, so that you will save some time and you can implement the same time for some other difficult questions which you feel. Clear, right? Please write down this question. Clear, right? Question 10. Please clear. Question 10 is a very, very easy question. 10th question. Q is as much younger than R as he is older than T. That means what they are telling, Q is as much younger than R as he is older than T. That means the age difference between Q and R and the age difference between Q and T, they both are same. They are telling Q is as much younger than R as he is older than T. As he is older than T. This is what is given in the first statement. So if I simplify, 2Q is equal to R plus T. This is what I get from the first statement. Second statement, if the sum of the ages of R and T is 50 years, it is given as R plus T is 50. R plus T is 50. So my first equation becomes 2Q is equal to R plus T is 50. Q is equal to 50 by 2, 25. Q is 25, right? But what is the question? What is definitely the difference between R and Q's age? What is the definite difference between R and Q's age? They are asking R minus Q. They are asking the value of R minus Q. See here. If you observe this, you know the value of Q. Q value you can substitute as 25. But what is R value? No information is given about the value of R. If you read the first statement, Q is as much younger than R as is older than T. From that statement, we cannot find out what is the value of R. Similarly, if the sum of the ages of R and T is 50, sum is 50, that does not mean that R is 1 and T is 49. R can be 2 and 48. R can be 3 and 47. There are so many values that will come for R. That means, because we don't know the value of R, you cannot definitely tell that R minus Q is this much only, right? Answer for this question is, it all depends upon our assumption. Suppose if I assume the value of R as 49, 49 minus 25 is some value. Suppose if some other student assumes the value of R as 40, 40 minus 25 is 15. You will get multiple answers for the same question. That means it all depends upon the value of assumption, what you are making, right? That means because there is no definite value for R, this R minus Q also definitely you cannot determine. Answer for this question is cannot be determined uniquely. That means you cannot uniquely tell that R minus Q is this much only. There are multiple answers for this question. Answer for this is cannot be determined uniquely. Or in this particular option is data inadequate. You need sufficient data to answer this question. The data which is given is not sufficient. Right? Please write down this question. These are all your examination questions. You type all these things in Google, you will find a solution in a different way by using X and Y. Approach clear, right? Very, very easy approach. You don't know any information about R. Therefore, answer is data inadequate. Simple. Question 11. Please clear. Rajat got married 8 years ago. His present age is 6/5 times his age is at the time of his marriage. Rajat's sister was 10 years younger to him at the time of his marriage. The age of Rajat's sister is here. So this is question number 11. Question number 11. There are two people. One is Rajat and the other person is his sister, Rajat's sister, right? Present situation, past situation and future situation. Present, past and future. See here. If I call the present ages of Rajat and his sister as X and Y, what they are asking, telling the first statement, Rajat got married 8 years ago. Presently he is X. He got married when he was X minus 8. So at that time his sister was Y minus 8. At that time his sister was Y minus 8. His present age is, that means his present age, what is the present age? X. X is 6/5 times 6/5 times his age is at the time of his marriage. What is his age at the time of his marriage? X minus 8. So if I simplify, 5x is equal to 6x minus 48. X is equal to 48. I will get the value of x as 48. But what is asked in the question? What is said in the next statement? In fact, Rajat's sister was 10 years younger to him at the time of his marriage. The age of Rajat's sister is, they are asking you what is my value. See here, x is 48. If this is 48, this will be 40. If this is 40, this will be. Rajat's sister was 10 years younger to him at the time of his marriage. At the time of his marriage, he was 40. Rajat's sister was 30. 8 years ago, she was 30. Now she will be 38. Answer for this question is 38. Right? Answer for this question is 38 years. Approach clear, right? See, even if you think smarter, you need not do from here to here, and then from here to here, and then come back from here to here. See here, very simple. Rajat is there, her sister is there. Present situation, past situation, future situation. See here. Rajat x, we got it as 48. We got it as 48. You need to find y value. You need to find y value. See here. What they are telling, Rajat's sister was 10 years younger to him at the time of his marriage. Think logically. Suppose the age difference between me and you is, the age difference between me and you is 5 years. Present age difference is 5 years. What was the age difference between me and you 10 years before? Still it will be 5 only, right? I will also grow for 10 years. You will also grow for 10 years. I will not be idle. You will not be idle. Both of us will grow for 10 years, right? The age difference between me and you, if it is now 5 years, 10 years before of that is 5 years only, right? Similarly, Rajat's sister was 10 years younger to him at the time of his marriage. When Rajat got married, the age difference between Rajat and his sister was 10 years. Presently also it will be 10 years only difference, right? Right? Common sense. That means if Rajat is 48 years, Rajat's sister should be 38 years. Answer is 38. You need not go from this to this, come back to this and come back to this. Right? It's all about your thinking, sir. How you think, so you will answer the question. Very simple. Approach clear, right? It is all about how much intelligent you are, how smart you are, how you are thinking in the examination, right? If you think that from writing from here to here and coming to here, hardly how much time it will take? Hardly 5 seconds it will take. That 5 seconds only is very, very important in your examination. Take my word. If you are saving 5 seconds in a particular problem, saving 5 seconds in one problem, saving 5 seconds in 10 problems, 5 into 10 is 50 seconds, right? That means 50 seconds is 1 minute approximately. 1 minute approximately. If you have one more minute of time, you will realize the importance of that 1 minute when you are writing the examination. You can solve one more extra question also, right? It is only about saving time in your examination. No one is asking you how to solve this question. Even an 8th standard student will solve this question, right? That means how smarter you are compared to that kid is what determines how fast you will solve, how smart you will solve, right? Please remember, examination is not only about solving the question. Examination is also about saving the time in the examination with a particular problem and investing the same time which is saved to a difficult question, right? Let's write down the question. Clear? 12th question. Slowly we are increasing the level of difficulty. Some tricky questions will come. Listen to this carefully. 12th one, we need not use our pen. Let us use our logic to solve this question. Please see here. Let us understand the question first of all. 12th one. A father said to his son, what is the statement he is telling? I was as old as you are at present at the time of your birth. I was as old as you are present at the time of your birth. If the father's age is 38 years now, what is the son's age 5 years back? What is the son's age 5 years back? See here, listen to this. Let us understand the statement again. My father is coming. My father came to me. He asked me, what is my age? He asked me, what is my age? I replied him with some age. I replied him with the age what I had at that moment, right? Then my father said to me, oh, he remembers his old days, right? He remembers his old days and he will tell me that after listening to my age, he will tell me that I was also the same age whatever you are having right now at the time of your birth. That means when you were born, I was also having the same age, which is nothing but your present age. That is the statement what my father is telling. Please read the statement again. I was as old as you are at present. At present, whatever the age you are having, I was also at that age at the time of your birth. I think clear with the statement, right? But you should understand the statement. Once the statement is clear, the problem becomes much easier. Approach statement clear, right? Now see the statement. Now see the option. What is the main question? Father's present age is 38 years. That is given in the question. The son's age 5 years before was how much? That is the question. That means they are asking, what is the age of the son 5 years before? Assume that I am the son. What is my age 5 years before? They are asking. 5 years before they are asking me. Answer option also represents the age 5 years before, right? Answer option also represents the age of the son 5 years before. Why to solve the question 5 years before? Let us solve it as a present situation. That means what is that which is given in the answer option? The age of son 5 years before what is the answer option? If I take the first option is 14 years. Son is 14 years, 5 years before. I was 14 years of age 5 years before. What is my present age? 5 years later, how much I will be? 19 years. That means this is 12th question. Son is 19 years. Son is 19 years. Right? Son is 19 years. I am assuming that first option is correct. It may or may not be right. Right? Son is 19 years. What is that my father is telling? He was also 19 years of age when I was born. When I was born, he was also 19 years of age. When did I born? First of all, present age of my father is 38 years. First of all, when did I born? Presently I am 19 years of age. When did I born? I was born 19 years before, right? Suppose if you are 25 years of age right now, when did you born? You were born 25 years before, right? That means my father is telling a story which was 19 years before. Presently my father is 38. 19 years before. What should be my father's age? 38 minus 19. 19 years before my father was 19. And that is nothing but my present age. And that is what the statement is also telling about, right? I was, that means my father is telling, my father was 19 years of age when I was born. I was born 19 years old. Understanding the approach? The present ages of mine and the father's age which was 19 years before, both are same is what he is telling them. And it is happening to be the same in the first option. Therefore, our assumption of 14 years, 5 years before is correct. Understanding the approach? If this is incorrect, please go with the same approach for second option. If that is incorrect, go with the third option. If all three are incorrect, fourth should be the correct option. Understanding the approach? Please write down. Please understand the statement. The statement is more important here. Right? If you understand the statement, the question becomes much simple. Why am I making use of 19? 14 years is the age of the son 5 years before. But why to work with the past situation? Let us have the present situation so that confusion will not arise. 5 years before I was 14. Presently I will be 19. Approach clear, right? Please read. 13th question. Let me read the question first. Suman's age is 1/6 of his father's age. Suman's father's age will be twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. If Nakul's 8th birthday was celebrated 2 years before, then what is Suman's present age? Let us read the question one more time. But what we understood from reading the question one is there are three people. One is Suman, the second person is his father, and the third person is Nakul. This is method one. Right? Yeah, same approach. Any person will have a present situation and he will have a past situation, he will also have a future situation. Right? Here. What is the first statement? Suman's age is 1/6 of his father's age. Here. If I assume the father's age as X, Suman's age will be 1/6 of X. So it will be 1/6 X. Right? It will be 1/6 X. But the drawback with assuming it as X is, what is the drawback if I assume it as X? Here. If I assume this as X, Suman becomes 1/6 of X. 1/6 of X is a fraction. It will be a fraction. If I work out with fraction, all the steps I will get fractions. If I get all the step fractions, definitely it will consume more time. Definitely it will consume more time. It is the same approach what we use in time and work also, right? We never use the fraction based approach of the time and work problems. That means I don't want this fraction to come. I want to eliminate that fraction. How to eliminate that fraction? How can I eliminate the fraction? I don't want this 6 to come. I don't want this 6 to come. If I don't want this 6 to come, what should be x value? X should be a multiple of 6. Any multiple of 6 you take. 6 and 6 will cancel. 12 and 6 will cancel. 24 and 6 will cancel. Take a multiple of 6 so that you will not have a fraction. Clear with that first point? First you should understand that, right? Even if you work out by taking 1 by 6 also, you get the same answer. But why am I taking a multiple of 6? Just to avoid fraction so that I can solve faster, right? That means instead of taking the father's age as x, I will assume father's age as 6x. So Suman's age will be 1/6 of 6x. 1/6 of 6x is x. That means I am not having any fraction. Thereby my efficiency of solving this question will increase, right? Now see here. Second statement. Suman's father's age will be twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. Now he is 6x. After 10 years his father will be 6x plus 10. That means they are telling Suman's father's age will be 6x plus 10 will be equal to twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. But we don't know the present age of Nakul also as of now. That means second statement is not giving me the complete information as of now. As of now, it is not giving me the complete information. Let me come back to the second statement after some time, right? Now read the next statement. If Nakul's 8th birthday was celebrated 2 years before, 2 years before 8th birthday was celebrated, 2 years before he was 8 years of age. Now how much he will be? Now he will be 10 years. I was 8 years of age 2 years before. Now how much I will be? 10 years of age. Present age of Nakul is 10 years. After 10 years he will be 20 years. After 10 years he will be 20 years. Now come back to your second statement again. Suman's father's age will be 6x plus 10 will be. After 10 years they are talking about. That's the reason I am taking 6x plus 10. Suman's father's age will be twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. Twice of what is Nakul's age after 10 years? 20. So this if I simplify, 6x plus 10 is equal to 40. 6x is equal to 30. X is equal to 5. X is equal to 5. What is asked in the question? What is the present age of Sumant? Present age of Sumant is x and that happened to be 5 and that is 5 years. Even if you take 1 by 6x and solve it, still you will get the answer as 5 years itself. But you will end up with fractions and thereby you will waste time in the examination. Right? Please write down method 1. I will also discuss a beautiful method 2. Please write down method 1. Clear with method 1? Please clear. Method 2. Listen to this carefully. Method 2. Here. First of all, what are the options given in the question? The options given in the question are 6 2 by 3 years. 6 2 by 3 years. Second option is 24 years. Third option is 30 years. Fourth option is 5 years. Fourth option is 5 years. See here. Listen to this carefully. What is the correct answer actually in this question? 5 years is the correct answer. That is my last option. That means if I start from first option, I will get the last option. I will get the correct option in the correct answer in the last option. Right? See here. Listen to this carefully. Even though correct answer is the last answer or the last option, I will choose that last option itself. Why I will choose that last option? Not because I know that it is the correct answer. I will not know when I start the problem, I will not know that 5 is the correct answer. But still I will choose the 5 option 4 only as the correct option. Right? I will assume it as correct option and I will check it out. Why it is? Listen to this carefully. Suppose, okay, let me explain this problem, then I will come back to why it is. Right? See here. If I assume Suman's present age is 5 years. See here. If I prepare a table, Suman's father and Nakul. So it is present situation, past situation and future situation. I will assume the present age of Sumant as 5 years, even though if it is the last option, right? Present age of Sumant is 5 years. Sumant's age is 1/6 of father's age. It is nothing but father's age is 6 times of Sumant's age. Father is nothing but 30 years. The next, Sumant's father's age will be twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. After 10 years he will be 40. Nakul's present age is not known, so it is an incomplete statement as of now. Third statement, if Nakul's 8th birthday was celebrated 2 years before, 2 years before Nakul was 8 years. Now he will be 10 years. After 10 years, he will be 20 years. What is the age of Sumant? See here. If I come back to second statement, Sumant's father age will be twice of Nakul's age. After 10 years. After 10 years, Sumant's father is 40. Nakul is 20. Is 40 twice of 20? Yes, 40 is twice of 20. Therefore, our assumption of 5 years is correct. Answer for this question is 5 years. But what is my question here is, how did you directly identify that 5 years is the first option to be taken, even though if it is present in the last option, right? See here. If you observe, please see your third question. Please see your second question. What is the answer for second question? 48 years. Other options are 52 years, 56 years. 52, 56, 48. Which is the smallest number? 48 is the smallest number. That might be the answer. That might be the answer most of the time. Right? This is an observation. It is not true always, but it is an observation. Similarly, third question. 35, 40, 49. 35 is the correct option. That is the smallest value. Among all these things, which is the smallest value? 5 years. I am not blindly telling that 5 years is smallest, therefore it is correct. See here, think logically. These are the options which are given. You are choosing from option A, option B, option C, then you will come to the fourth option to check whether it is correct or not. Instead of doing that, which is the smallest option among these things? 5 years. Choose 5 years. First choose 5 years. Assume that 5 years is the correct option. Suppose if you assume that 5 years is correct, you will solve it. Because it is the smallest option, to solve you will not take much time. Suppose if I ask you what is 5 into 6, because they are smallest numbers, you will tell it as 30. Suppose if I ask the same question as what is 25 into 26, because they are bigger numbers, you will take more time, right? Smallest option, you will take less time. If that option happens to be the correct option, you are lucky, right? But if that option is not the correct answer, then you have not wasted too much of time. Because it is smallest option, you have just wasted little amount of time, right? Then go for the next smallest option. Among the given options, assume that 5 is incorrect. Which is the next option you will choose? You should not choose 6, 2 by 3. Why you should not choose 6, 2 by 3? Even though compared to these two values, 6, 2 by 3 is the smallest. 6, 2 by 3 is the fractional value. Your fraction will always kill more time rather than having a bigger whole number, right? Don't take 6, 2 by 3. Most of the time fractions will not be the correct option in ages problems. Among these two, smallest is 24. Go with the 24. If 24 is also incorrect, check with 30. If 30 is also incorrect, then 6, 2 by 3 will be the correct answer. Understanding? Always in any problem, choose the smallest option. Whether the smallest option might be the first option or it might be the last option, right? Smallest option, even if it is incorrect, you will waste little amount of time in calculating and thereby you still have saved your time, right? If you observe, rather than solving questions, we are discussing how to save time in this particular topic, and that is what you need to learn, right? Approach clear, right? So please always choose the smallest option, assume that it is the correct option and go ahead. It may or may not be. Let us see whether it is correct or not in the later stages after calculation. But first assume that it is the correct option. Clear, right? Please write. I think it is written right already. Can I move on to the next question?